business, and it is imposed, and it has nothing to do with what we would like to see. So it is really critical to try to get as much information as possible and to organize ourselves, also to understand what is in the deal that our governments are signing the deal. And if you look at like these projects, for instance, you see that Spain, Italy, Slovakia, they are countries under very, very heavy economic and financial distress. And in Italy, there is a big issue about gas storage locations, because Italy is entirely seismic. It's not safe to store anything in Italy. An earthquake can happen any moment, in any place. So if you imagine that we have plans in Italy for really 10 to 20 new places where they want to store gas. There are other places where they want to store CO2, like emissions from the power plants and stuff. There are other big projects for gas transportation, for instance. All of that is really considered to be a threat to the local community. Nobody wants to live in a place where they've been storing gas and you know that in any moment, if there is an earthquake, the thing may explode. Just to give you two examples, the last two big earthquakes that we had in Italy, one in L'Aquila, the other one near Modena. Both of them, they were locations selected to do gas storage facilities. So the good luck was that they were not built yet when the earthquake came, because the earthquake already created enough disaster. Maybe I leave it like this and I open up to questions.
How secured. Because one thing about this project bonds is what they plan to do, or what has been published so far is a certain amount of debt that you will need to raise to build, say, a motorway. And the role, maybe like this is supposed to be 30%. The role that is foreseen, for example, for the EIB is to take over of this whole amount of debt, 30%. And what they intend to do is, they say this debt is senior. So in case you need to pay the debt back for those 70%, which is held, for example, say by Unicredit, Deutsche Bank, BNP Paribas, they hold this. They will get them, and probably some pension funds, whoever puts in money here. Those 70% will be paid back first. And those 30%, well, they will be paid back when there is money. So this is actually taking quite a big risk if the project goes wrong. Those 30%, EIB is going to sit on them, which is a public bank. So in the end, if it comes to worse, it's public debt. In order to make those 70% safer for those banks or pension funds or whoever who wants to put their money in there. And I think that's important as well about the mechanism to understand why this is being done and how important this is for those 70% to just make it more attractive. And it's not necessarily the best projects. Yeah, and like Elena said, it's a lot of projects that many of you might be complaining about, because it's the big infrastructure, expensive bits and pieces, which are not necessarily really well needed, but it's more
Diese
like
Projekte sind eigentlich
they
gar
should
nicht
happen.
wirklich unheimlich wichtig. Aber die sind ganz wichtig.
Do you have any questions or observations or something that you want to share about?
Yes. It's projects for project bonds, so it's not yet finalized. Those projects.
They are basically, these are the first projects on which they will work now.
Yes.
They will work on the financial structure of each of them and start to use also the European project bonds as one of the ways to move forward.
And when do you, excuse me, when do you think the first project bond will be?
Honestly, we don't know because we have put in this access to information request because the initiative was launched already it was presented in 2012 and they said that between 2013 and 2014 were the years where they were testing it, but we have seen nothing coming out yet. So we know that they are working on them. It may happen in a matter of months or within the end of the year. We don't know.
This is definitely taking off the money from what we want, because it takes off the money from all the small projects we need, like the maintenance of the railway lines, of the existing railway lines, or the maintenance of the roads, or whatever people would need, especially in Southern Europe where nothing works. So if all this money, instead of being invested in huge projects, would be given to invest into small projects, everybody would live better, one thing. And the second is that not only big companies would profit, but the middle class enterprises, which really work and which give work to people, would earn a lot more money and could go on working, and so even maintain our economies, like give work and everything, like on the road.
Yeah, I mean, this is just